North Korea lives behind a curtain, its daily life a mystery to most of the world. To visit is to step into a world preserved in time, where the noise of modern life fades to a whisper. The capital, Pyongyang, is clean and orderly, but lacks the chaotic energy of other cities. Wide avenues, few cars, and a calm, deliberate pace define the streets. Life is structured, predictable, and shaped by loyalty to the state. Children are taught from a young age to value conformity and collective purpose. To truly see North Korea, you must look past the monuments and notice the small, quiet details of daily life. Within this rigid framework, a quiet strength and resilience endures. Pyongyang's streets are vast, clean, and eerily empty. More people walk or ride bicycles than drive, and the silence is striking. Buildings are large, gray, and uniform, with splashes of color only from propaganda murals. There are no independent shops, no vibrant street life, and no commercial advertisements. State-run stores offer limited generic goods, and consumer choice is almost non-existent. The city feels like a film set, orderly, but missing the energy of real life. Public interactions are formal and reserved. Laughter and spontaneity are rare. People move with purpose, always under the watchful eye of the state. The silence and structure reflect a society where the collective overshadows the individual. Pyongyang's streets are a powerful symbol of life under control. Daily life in North Korea is built on routine and duty. The day starts early with state broadcasts and morning exercises. Jobs are assigned by the state, and work is seen as a contribution to national strength. After work, citizens attend political study sessions or mass events, reinforcing state ideology. Free time is limited. Families gather in parks or watch state-approved TV. Meals are simple: rice, kimchi, vegetables. Meat is a rare luxury. Informal markets exist, but most rely on state rations. Entertainment is collective and patriotic, from circuses to the mass games. Life is a cycle of work, duty, and state-organized activity, leaving little room for personal freedom. Visiting North Korea means surrendering control to official guides from the moment you arrive. The airport itself is your first introduction to a world where every movement is monitored and every interaction is carefully orchestrated. From the very first step off the plane, you're met by guides who will remain by your side for the entire journey, ensuring you never stray from the approved path. Every aspect of your trip is managed: where you go, what you see, and who you meet. The itinerary is set in stone, leaving little room for personal exploration or deviation. Even the pace at which you walk through the city is subtly controlled, as guides usher you from one site to the next. Tours showcase grand monuments, model schools, and pristine factories, all designed to highlight the state's achievements. These sites are meticulously maintained, offering a curated glimpse into the country's most polished and impressive features, while the realities of daily life remain hidden from view. Interactions with locals are limited and often feel staged. The people you meet are usually selected in advance, and conversations are brief, polite, and closely monitored by your guides. Spontaneous conversations are nearly impossible. Guides mediate every exchange. Any attempt to speak freely with a local is quickly redirected or shut down, reinforcing the sense of distance between visitors and residents. The experience is surreal, knowing you're only seeing a polished version of reality. As you gaze out the bus window or stand before a monument, you're acutely aware that much of what you see is a performance, carefully crafted for foreign eyes. Strict rules govern your behavior: no wandering, no unauthorized photos, no disrespect. Every action is subject to scrutiny, and even a simple mistake can draw a stern warning from your guide or the ever-present security personnel. The constant awareness of boundaries makes the trip feel more like an educational exercise than a vacation. You're not just a tourist, You're a participant in a carefully managed narrative, learning what the state wants you to know. Awe at the spectacle is mixed with a sense of being watched and managed. The grandeur of the monuments is undeniable, but so is the ever-present feeling of surveillance and control. The main lesson, here, the power of the state is absolute, and the absence of individual liberty is unmistakable. For visitors, the journey is a rare glimpse into a world where every detail is choreographed, and freedom is always just out of reach. In North Korea, choice is almost entirely absent from daily life. Clothing, food, and news are dictated by the state, creating a predictable but restrictive existence. Education and careers are assigned based on performance and loyalty, not personal passion. Moving cities requires rare official permission. Most live where the state decides. Personal expression is tightly controlled. No free speech, religion, or independent art. Culture serves to unite and indoctrinate, not to inspire individuality. The result is outward harmony, but a lack of dynamic energy and diverse ideas. For outsiders, this set path is difficult to comprehend. North Koreans are part of a grand collective project, their lives defined by duty, not choice. Amid North Korea's grand orchestrated displays and the ever-present sense of control, it's the small, unscripted moments that reveal the most about daily life. A child's laughter echoing through a city park, the innocent joy of play, or the way children chase each other with abandon. These are the moments that cut through the silence and form the heartbeat of a hidden world. An old woman's quiet contemplation, her gaze lost in thought as she sits by a window or rests in the countryside, speaks of memories and resilience shaped by decades of change. Or a fleeting glance exchanged on the metro. These brief, unguarded glimpses break through the carefully maintained facade, hinting at stories untold. On the subway, commuters stand in neat lines, faces unreadable and stoic, each person carrying their own private thoughts beneath a mask of composure. Yet a brief smile or gentle gesture between strangers speaks volumes. In the city's parks, families gather for picnics, men challenge each other to games of chess, and people share food and laughter under the open sky. Young couples stroll hand in hand, savoring simple joys and moments of connection in a life often defined by restriction. These moments feel genuine, untouched by propaganda. They offer a rare look at community, togetherness, and the quiet resilience that binds people together, even in the most challenging circumstances. Sometimes, the wall between visitor and local thins, if only for a moment, revealing a quiet dignity and a shared humanity that transcends borders. Even in the most controlled society, where every movement can feel watched and every word measured, the human spirit finds subtle, creative ways to express itself, through dance, song, or small acts of kindness on the street. These glimpses don't erase the harsh realities or the ever-present surveillance, but they add crucial humanity to our understanding, reminding us that behind every uniform or routine is a person with hopes and fears. North Korea is not just a political puzzle or a headline. It's a nation of millions of individuals, each with their own quiet story, their own moments of joy, sorrow, and hope, woven into the fabric of everyday life. Entering North Korea is stepping into a bubble where modern rules no longer apply. The lack of internet and digital connection is immediate and isolating. All information comes from the state. There's no free press or outside news. The physical landscape is orderly and uniform, with no graffiti, street performers, or public displays of individuality. The absence of visual and cultural noise is calming at first, but soon feels unsettling. The guiding principle is loyalty, not freedom. The collective good always outweighs individual desires. Witnessing this reality forces you to re-examine your own freedoms. The contrast is stark and humbling, highlighting how different societies can be. North Korea's world is one of profound contrasts. Uniformity in North Korea goes beyond buildings and clothing. It shapes minds and spirits. From childhood, citizens are taught the group is more important than the individual. Public behavior is disciplined and reserved. Standing out is risky. Portraits of leaders dominate every space, reinforcing loyalty and control. This constant presence is a form of psychological control, binding people to the state. For visitors, the pervasive uniformity is alien and thought-provoking. It raises questions about identity and individuality in a world demanding conformity. The weight of uniformity shapes every facet of life in this enigmatic country. A journey to North Korea lingers long after you leave, challenging your perceptions of freedom and society. The experience is not easily forgotten. It stays with you, echoing in your thoughts and reshaping the way you see the world. It's not a relaxing vacation, but an education in the value of liberty and the complexity of the world. Every moment spent there is a lesson, revealing how different life can be under strict rules and constant surveillance. You begin to appreciate the freedoms you may have taken for granted. The quiet streets and disciplined crowds leave a lasting impression of a world built on control and unity. The orderliness is striking, almost surreal, and it makes you reflect on the cost of such uniformity. Yet, fleeting moments of connection reveal a shared humanity, hopes, joys, and resilience. In the laughter of children and the warmth of a smile, you catch glimpses of universal dreams and emotions that transcend borders. These moments remind us to look beyond headlines and see individuals within the system. Each person has a story, a family, and aspirations, even in the most controlled environments. Curiosity about North Korea sparks a desire to learn more and think critically about the world. The more you discover, the more questions arise, urging you to seek understanding rather than judgment. Even a brief glimpse encourages compassion and a deeper appreciation for hope and freedom. The beauty of the land contrasts with the challenges faced by its people, reminding us of the resilience found in adversity. In understanding North Korea, we learn not just about them, but about ourselves and the enduring power of the human spirit. These reflections inspire empathy, reminding us that, despite differences, we are all connected by our shared humanity and the universal longing for a better life.